to the consent agenda. Approval of these items are of a routine nature, and those that normally do not require deliberations on the part of the governing board. A board member may pull items which will be discussed and voted on separately. Again, I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
It's been moved by Faith and seconded by Teresa to approve the consent agenda. Is there any discussion or items that fellow board members would like to pull? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed unanimously. We will now go on to item 3, which is the action items. Action item 3.1 is consideration to approve the 2021-2022 proposed budget. And Elizabeth Valenzuela will present. Elizabeth?
Thank you, Madam President, governing board members. Won't let me go forward. There we go. Sorry. The fiscal year 22 proposed budget is based on the fiscal year 22 K-12 state budget amounts that were released a few days ago. This budget being proposed tonight is based on a 250 student increase. As we've stated to the board in previous meetings, our enrollment has increased by 200 students since March of this year, so we do feel confident building the budget on a 250 student increase. The maintenance and operation budget limit calculation does include a base support level increase of $85.78 from last fiscal year. This includes a 1.21% inflation adjustment and $32.82 additional in the base for the teacher salary increases, the 20 by 2020. It also includes an increase in our Group B weights for our special education programs. And this will give us some additional funding in M&O to provide services to those students. It continues the state aid supplement of Prop 123. Our transportation revenue control limit will increase by $43,000. The state did propose an increase on the per mileage rate of from $2.74 to $2.77. So that's why we see an increase there. This budget will also fully restore our district additional assistance at $450 per pupil. It also includes an increase in our classroom site fund of $308 per pupil, and we're estimating our budget balance carry forward at $6.4 million. Again, this may change since we have until August 30th to process fiscal year 21 payments to our vendors. Something to note here, we've also been able to carry forward some additional funding in M&O, primarily from the funding relief sources that we received this last year. If you recall, in December, we had to recode almost $3 million to the Enrollment Stabilization Grant. So again, we're able to recoup additional funding in M&O. The proposed budget includes employee salary increases that were approved by the governing board in February. It includes a 3.5% increase to our certified staff. This includes our teachers, instructional coaches, coordinators, migrant advocates, and counselors. It also includes a 3.5% salary increase for our other employee group, which includes our administrators, supervisors, psychologists, therapists, and nurses. It includes a 50-cent increase for our support staff. This is our non-Prop 206 group, since they get an increase in January of next year. And the monthly payment for retiree insurance is increasing by $236 per month per person. So that's an additional $300,000 to our maintenance and operation budget. Our consortium payments also increasing by $200,000 due to salary increases given by the high school district, since we share a portion of that. This slide represents our funding formula compared to the revised budget that we presented in May. Our base support level, again, based on a 250 student increase, will be $49.5 million. Our transportation revenue control limit, $4.5 million. The additional Prop 123 add-on, $500,000. Our estimated budget balance carry forward of $6.4 million, which gives us our M&O general budget limit of $60.9 million. This slide represents just an M&O expenditure summary. $43 million we have allocated to salaries and benefits, 71% of our budget. 21% of our budget is allocated to purchase services. So this includes some payments to our Desert Choice, Presence Learning, ESI is coded to this for our substitutes, our consortium payments, and other professional services. 6% of our budget is allocated to supplies, and in here includes obviously our utility payments, City of Yuma, APS, internet, phone services, and we do have supplies for our staff as well included in there. And then membership dues and fees, we've allocated $200,000 district-wide. So I think something to note, per the USFR, we have to code our purchase services to the 6300, 64, 65 code. But if you were to take out our consortium payments, which are the majority of that is salaries and benefits, our ESI, really we're looking more at an 80% of our total budget allocated to salaries and benefits. Moving on to our district additional assistance. This capital budget for 2022 is $3.5 million. Our projected budget balance carry forward, $600,000, which gives us a total budget limit of $4.1 million. Fully funded. And the proposed capital budget includes the following expenditures. We have instructional aids of $500,000 in here. That's our benchmark advance payment for our curriculum and our district-wide digital. $3.3 million allocated to furniture and equipment. In here, we've included white fleet replacement. I know that was one of the goals a few years ago of replacing our white fleet, our aging white fleet. We're also replacing 4 buses. And in there includes our iPad, Chromebook, and laptop refresh that happens every year. And $300,000 is allocated to our lease payments. This is for our Climatech energy savings lease, which ends in fiscal year 2031, and our Cisco phone lease, which ends this upcoming fiscal year. Our classroom fund. Our proposed classroom site fund budget for fiscal year 22 is $6.7 million with a projected budget balance carry forward of 3.9, giving us a budget limit of $10.6 million. Again, the classroom site fund is increasing by $308 for the upcoming school year. Earlier this month, Mr. Shepard presented the plan for this fund, and just to highlight again that every teacher will receive an increase of $1,700 next year, and also a one-time payment of $3,000. And I didn't have another slide that shows the breakout because all of the classroom site fund goes to teacher compensation. And then this slide here represents a fund summary of all of our district funds being proposed on tonight's budget, with 43% of our total proposal tonight being maintenance and operations. We have classroom site fund representing 8%, our instructional improvement, formerly known as the Indian Gaming money, approximately $300,000. Again, this is all money for teachers. They receive a one-time $300 payment in December. Our projected federal grants for next year, $34 million. This does include our ESSER dollars, so that is why we see a little bit higher than last year in our federal funds. $2.5 million for our state grants. This includes First Things First, results-based funding, school safety, just to name a few examples. Auxiliary operations, approximately $270,000. This is used to collect student payments for any damaged iPads, PE uniforms, field trips, things like that. Our bond holding approximately $129,000. And food service representing 6% of our total proposed budget tonight. Oops, sorry about that. And other $14.1 million. This includes our consortium payments, student activities, and any projected building renewal grants that we will apply for next. And then just the timeline next. We have a public hearing to adopt the final budget as early as July 12th, but before July 15th. Getting ready to close out fiscal year 21. Districts will possibly have to revise the FY22 budget in September with the final forms that are released by the Auditor General. And then the approval of the FY21 annual financial report that happens before October 15th. And then final audit and completion of the comprehensive annual financial report. We're scheduled to have auditors on site to begin working on that July 26th. And they will return October 8th for the final audit visit. Any questions?
Very clear, very thorough.
Yes, thank you, Elizabeth, for all your, you and your team, all their hard work in bringing this presentation to us together. So if there are no other comments, I need to have a motion to approve the publication of the proposed 21-22 budget summary and hearing notice and authorize a public hearing to be held no later than July 15th.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Faith and seconded by Teresa to approve the publication of the proposed hearing. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed unanimously. So now we will go on to item number 4, which is a future agenda item, which is discussion on a meeting prior to July 15th to adopt the budget.
Calendars at the ready.
I'm holding mine up right here. The 5th is an observed holiday, correct? Monday, July 5th?
Correct. But the 12th is the earliest that we can adopt the budget because it has to be posted on our website and on the AD website for at least 10 days.
So I'm available on the 12th. It would have to be 5:15, 5:30.
Okay.
It's a Monday.
It's Monday, okay. I mean,
If we wait till the 13th, I can do earlier in the afternoon. But
13th. 13th is fine.
Tuesday.
Adele, 13th? She's there.
Adele, can you hear us? Are you available on the 13th?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, very good. I can do either the 12th or the 13th, but it would have to be after 5.
After 5? Okay.
I'm available at either day. Barbara?
I will be out of town, but I can do it remotely. So anytime, I mean, I could, if we had it even at like, Teresa won't be able to do it, but if we could get together at 8 in the morning, I could even do it on Monday. But it's whatever convenient to the group as a whole.
You mean 8 a.m. on the 12th?
Yeah, 8 a.m. on the 12th.
Adele, can you do
I'm-
8 a.m. on the 12th?
I can't do 8 a.m. I'm at work from 8 to 5. I could do 7. Nobody wants to get up there.
5:15 on the 12th or the 13th?
That's fine.
Yeah, 5:50, either day.
Either day works for me.
Yeah, either day.
Does one work better for?
Yeah.
I'm here all the time.
Let's do the 12th.
Okay,
Yeah, Monday's good.
5:15, on the 12th.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Thank
Because
you.
That's the earliest opportunity, so that gives Elizabeth plenty of time to get everything uploaded and make sure there's no
Okay,
glitches in the system and things like that. So,
all right. If there's, no other business, we will adjourn this meeting. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks.